All right, y'all. Welcome to another What Sold video. I am Bob, the Rocket City Reseller. If you're not familiar with this channel, um, we do a lot of plush sales, if you can't tell. We are niched down solely to plush, and my wife is a full-time reseller. I help her part-time. I do have a 9 to 5 that I do daily. And y'all, just really quickly, so I just want to say thank you for liking and subscribing and the viewership. It means a whole lot to me. And if you're not already subscribed, I definitely would appreciate it. Um, and let's get into the video and see what's sold. So there's a few things that I pulled in advance of this because we are currently in the middle of inventory, and that's why things are a little scattered. So we're working through. My wife already made it through 1 through 76, and some of this is inside. And she is doing it by herself. So she did that, I believe, in about 3 days time. Can you imagine that? She's touched every piece of plush that we have so far in 3 days. Let's go. So can't say enough about my wife. If you want to buy stuff from her, you can check her out on Whatnot. She is Fiona's Finds on Whatnot. She sells Fisher Price Little People, Doorables, plush, amongst other things, Vera Bradley. So if you like any of those things, feel free to, I'll put her QR code right here to her shop on Whatnot. And if you're not familiar with Whatnot, and you want to join, use her link to get $15 off your first purchase. That first one's on us if you come in and with a new subscription. So there's that. And we're going to get to some of these items in just a second. Okay, we are back, and let's see, this is Celestial Buddies. And this one sold for $29.99. And I'll explain why in just a second. It sold within 2 days on eBay. So this is one of those science plush. These are very expensive in the stores. And there's an entire, obviously, Milky Way galaxy of all the planets and some of the stars and other things. And there's actually even an astronaut that goes with these. We just found most recently. So before we could combine them all together, they actually started selling. So this is a second set that we sold within 3 days of each other to different buyers. So they are very popular. $29.99 at eBay. And this one took, again, 2 days to sell. This be softies. You can't fall and trip and hit one of these at the bins. I mean, you can. That's how commonplace they are. So when you see these guys out and about, do not pick them up. This was something I picked up when we first started reselling, and now 3 years later, it is selling. So this one was, let's see, I think it was $677 on eBay, and it took, like I said, 3 years to sell. So definitely loss leader there. Well, I don't even know if it's leading anything, but failure. And this final sale was a Toy Story bundle. Some of them are new with tag. Sweet message from a buyer on eBay stating that it was her child's second birthday, and what I considered the offer that was offered for this. And I was like, well, it was a very good offer, $145.79 for this. And it's been listed for about 3 months and sold on eBay. So I did accept that offer, and happy birthday from Rocket City Reseller family. We appreciate you guys and the support whenever you purchase it. And this one's off to its new home. And those are some of the pre-pulls that I did. And I'll be right back with the next one. All right. So Seattle Mariners monkey. I'm not sure how the Mariners fared this past season, but it did sell. Apparently there's a loyal fan that loves monkeys out there. So we got you, my friend. We got you. This one sold for $18 in 4 months on eBay. And he's one of those hugger guys. Can't say Velcro in your listings, by the way. You get zeroed from eBay. It's a quick tip. You got to say hook and latch. So hook and latch. And cute little fella is off to his new home. And again, sold for $18 in 4 months on eBay. Okay, before we get started on this next one, I just wanted to say that the Seattle Mariners monkey was actually a product of the inventory Well, when we go through, if there's an aged item that hasn't been relisted by Nifty yet, we actually do that on its behalf, so it doesn't have to, as part of the inventory process. And it actually created a sale by doing that because it refreshed the listing, brought that new buyer in, and so we actually helped it along. And we do that often when we do inventory. We try to do inventory at least once a year. And I can't speak enough about that. There's a series of videos coming up, and if there's a card for that, by the time this drops, I'll go ahead and put that card here. So you see how we're doing our inventory. Feel free to go in the comments, ask questions, etc. This next one is a Manhattan Toy Company pink unicorn with a cream belly, $14.96 in 6 months on Depop. Look at Depop showing up. We just started recently last year selling on Depop. I think we're over 200 items sold already. So we do sell quite a bit of plush over there. Not as good as eBay or Etsy or even Mercari, but it is up and coming. I think a lot of people have a sour disposition towards Depop, but we figured you'd give it a chance. It's working out. Are we selling a ton? Nope, but it's getting items into more eyes and getting them out of the shop into the homes. So we'll go ahead and get to the next sale, and we'll be right back. So I forgot to mention the most important part of the video, and probably likely why you're here, because if you're one of two people, you're a reseller that's just curious what we're doing, or you're new to the channel and you want to learn how to sell items and at a low cost for a high dollar, or a lot of it for high dollars. So in our case, we have about $406.08 with portion of that $21 that was actually sold through either a relist by Nifty or an offer. So that's 5% of our sales was from Nifty doing its job, and Nifty's already paid for the first 4 months of the year, and we're only on day, I think, 15 by the time this video comes out, likely, of the year. So just think about that for a second. All right, so that's how many sales, and that's within a 24-hour period. So again, 406.08 in 24 hours, and not bad for a Tuesday. It's kind of random for a Tuesday for it to be this good, but not going to complain because January can be a little bit iffy. Last year was fire, just as good as any other fourth quarter month, but this year is a little bit different with the government shutdown and other things looming. So, it's been a little bit slow, I guess is what I'm saying. Anyways, we're going to get on to the next one. I'll be right back. Okay, this little cutie right here, TY Dumbo, is our next sale. Sold in 7 months for $15 on Mercari. And this is a product of that inventory process, like I mentioned before. This is the last one of this particular set that was impacted by that. So courtesy of our hard work and due diligence. So tag's a little rough here, but the buyer didn't seem to mind. This one's off to his new home. And appreciate that buyer so much. On to the next one. All right, this next sale was Mercari for $11.70. It took about 4 months to sell. This one is a Justice Willow deer plush. Anything fawn or deer for a while there was really hot. New moms, I think, were doing like woodland themed nurseries. And there was also a time period that safari was really hot. So depending on what the new trend is in nurseries, sometimes you'll see a spike in certain items. So I'm a data analyst. I watch trends and do analysis, predictive analysis and things like that. Maybe it gives me a slight edge on reselling, possibly. The numbers don't lie, so here we are. But anyways, this guy's off to its new home. Little cute deer. And I can't say enough about watching trends in plush, even clothing, all things reselling. Okay, this next sale is a pretty big Gans horse. And it is an older horse, sold on Etsy. And let's see if, sold for $32 in 6 months on Etsy. So, equestrian folks love their animals, or maybe just a lover of farm animals. But a lot of farm animals sell for us. We do sell cows, pigs, horses, obviously, and regular domestic animals as well, cats and dogs, etc. So, and this one had some beans. I mentioned this in other videos that eBay is reporting 44% increase in plush wood beans as a search. So they're seeing that keyword search for beanie. Not saying beanie babies. Don't come at me in the comments, but I'm saying bean plush. Anyways, this guy's off to his new home, and he's fantastic. And I hope they enjoy him as much as we did. Okie dokie. This next sale is a Garanimals Lovey. It's a dog. And let's see, this one sold for $12.14 in 3 months on eBay. And it is, I believe it was a relist by Nifty. So we appreciate Nifty for that sale. And he's a little cutie that's going off to a new home. And funny story while we're talking about that. For those that know us, know that we were foster parents for a long time. And the girls that we had at one point used to call them adoptions. So they would be like, oh, because we started doing this for that reason, just to help with the cost of foster care. Because Lord knows the state doesn't pay you enough for the basic needs that they need. So anyways, long story short is, yeah, they would call them adoptions when they got purchased. And super cute story. And I wanted to share that with you because there's more than just money wrapped into this. There's the feelings of what this item means to the buyer, etc. So you're not selling an item, you're selling a feeling. Remember that. On to the next one. Okay, this next one is Animal Alley. And looks like his name is Gibbla, the pink pig. He is super nice and soft. Let me just tell you real quick. And if I'm not mistaken, he is also vintage, if I recall correctly. And if I don't, I'm sure you guys will correct me. But Animal Alley is a Toys R Us brand, perhaps, or maybe it was sold at that store. I remember it vaguely. So, but anyways, he feels really nice is the point, and also he's super cute. So Gibbler, you're going off to your new home, buddy. We'll catch you on the next one. Okay, so this next one is an interesting story. I've said it a couple times in a few different videos, but apparently there's an entire subculture for these types of plush here. This is what we consider a riller, R-I-L-L-E-R, riller. There's a subreddit that exists, which is why I found out, and also that link back to a TikTok page. I'll try to find the link for the TikTok page here and put a QR code so you guys can check it out, but apparently they sell these in their shop for like 60 to 170 bucks. So maybe I'll start undervaluing these, but you know what? It's not all about money. I love the story more than anything. These side-eye monkeys are so cute. I love anything like that. My first side-eye monkey sale, just really quickly, I didn't know what it was, so I said side-eye monkey, official stink eye of the animal kingdom, and it sold within hours of listing. I don't know if it was that or maybe it was the Riller community. But anyways, this guy's off to his new home, and I think, let's see here, we said $17.75 if we didn't on eBay in 6+ months. So happy Valentine's Day. Off to your new home, dude. Okay, here is Piccolina Trailblazer, and it is apparently Amelia Earhart, and wow, she's cool. $15. Took about 6 months, looks like, and sold on Etsy. And yeah, wow. This one almost looks handmade, I think. Possibly, maybe not. But anyways, Amelia Earhart, stuff sells all the time actually for us. We find these ladies of history all the time, even Fisher Price Little People ones that they sell as well. So if you're seeing this stuff out in the wild, yeah, grab it. It sells. Off to your new home. Okay, we're here in the office, and we are back. This cotton food cream pie sold, and it sold for, let's see, sold for $13.85 in 6 months on Mercari. Not a bad sale. That one's gone off to his new home. I picked a few things while we were off camera, just because they were in tough locations to get to physically. So, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. The few others that we have here, Colts Carriers Triceratops Dino Plush sold for $8.91 on eBay. It took about 6 months, and this one sold by Nifty Offer, and he's on to his new home. What else we have here? We have a doo-doo champagne. This is very Parisian. A mermaid here. And the mermaid sold for $23 in 6 months on Poshmark. And let's see, Disney Junior Minnie Mouse Cream Puff Pet. And I forgot to pull that, but that sold for $15.39. I'll put a link here so you guys can see what that looks like. And then our very last was the Target Pillow Fort Green Dino with long legs. Again, you can't say Velcro on eBay or you'll get zeroed. So you have to say things like hook and latch and things of that nature. So those are just a few sales to wrap things up. I just want to remind you guys, if you can't be good at it. We'll catch you in the next video, and on to the next one.